Hi, everyone. Hello, friends. Welcome in. We were having a completely not illegal discussion about things happening in our world and the lives of others. Who knows? You are at EUphoria, a very legal and cool community that is dedicated to uplifting the amazing talents and fun having and diversity of the European based TTRP community. I have some cool, very attractive people with me. Who are you, cool, attractive people?
Me, cool,
Have you?
attractive. Gosh. Hi everyone. I'm Michelle. My pronouns are she, her. I'm cool and attractive, apparently. Wonk. I've got weird energy today. I don't know what's happening. Darcy,
Visual
help.
description. Visual description, my love. We
That's
do
what it is.
accessibility here at Euphoria.
I'm not quite with it, but I'll tell you what I look like. I'm a brown skinned mixed race woman. I've got long straight black hair. I'm wearing headphones and a plain black top. We did it. Get this away from me.
We did
Get
it. Thanks
this
for
get
coming
away
back,
from me.
everybody.
Yay.
That's the stream. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Hey, friends, it's me, JC Darcy, use they, them pronouns. I'm a white, femme-presenting, non-binary person with mid-length brown hair, glasses, red lip, and a mothership t-shirt. I love this t-shirt. So cozy.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Aida. My pronouns are she and her. I'm a Latina queer woman of color. I'm an immigrant based in the Netherlands. I have tan skin, dark eyes, dark wavy. I'm having a good hair day.
You
And
have
I'm
a really
wearing
Yeah.
good
a
hair day.
brown V-neck top that goes way below the frame of this overlay.
Hell
I was
yeah.
gonna say when you hopped on the call, I was like, Ida's hair looks good, and then I just followed it down. I was like, with a V-neck, distracted.
I was having a good hair day because I played games yesterday and I'm like game's good and so everything's carrying over and
Mhm.
we've had a good game month, week, season.
Hmm.
I think so.
Year,
Here
2 years,
at Euphoria.
final history. Hmm.
We've had a really good games month, season, temperature time
Games.
of year.
Oh, the temperature. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Better than I was watching back. If you haven't seen, by the way, Why We Fight aired this week, and I was watching back, watching us all suffer in the heat, just dripping, just
Can
being
can I tell
disgusting.
them the secret about that AP and Children of Time?
You can
Which
tell
is
them what secrets.
I
Yes.
will tell them that they were recorded in the same day. And if you go and look, you will see
Oh.
how sweaty and falling apart we are
Mhm.
because we did two
Oh.
APs in one day on
No,
one of
no,
the
no.
hottest days of the year. And good lord,
We
good
held
lord,
it together
we
because we are
really
what? Professional.
We're
oh yes,
professionals.
professional. That's right.
And even that being said, even if we were like doing it for professional reasons, for work reasons,
Hmm.
I still genuinely remember we were laughing, we were having a good time. We were like, we get to do this, and we like to get to support ourselves and give back to the community too. Um, when you really like something, you can power through.
You can power through, and games are healing, games are restorative, games with friends can make you forget that it's too hot. And hey, it rained here today, so I'm feeling pretty happy. And I'm
It
sure my
rained.
garden plants are too.
Mm.
My plants have moved on to another realm. Their corpses got wet today, so that's kind of nice for them.
That's nice.
When
Burial
I
at
said
sea.
do crimes, what are we talking about? What?
The corpses of plants.
Oh, okay. Wow. Moving swiftly onward from what I was thinking about. What should we talk about tonight, gang?
How
We're
about
gonna
games?
we're gonna talk about games. We're gonna talk about TTRPGs that came to our attention that we like, that some people recommended to us from European-based creatives. If you are creative who is based in Europe, that counts the UK. That counts even like the nebulous kind of blurry edges of Europe, because who defines political boundaries and trading zones? I don't. Um, Tell us about your game. We're especially interested in games that are indie, original. We're not that excited about the Dragon game, for example, but that can be cool too if you have a really cool module. We're interested in games from people who are based in Europe, who are from marginalized communities, who are from POC creatives, who are from POC creatives, who are from marginalized genders, who are POC, who are from queer people, who are POC, who are from neurodivergent or disabled people, who are POC, and based in Europe. Those two bits very important.
If you
Very,
pass
very
through
important.
all filters, congratulations, you get a medal. And also, come talk to us, please. We want to know about your games.
If you tick every box, email me. I want to meet you.
There's also an extra special box. Your game doesn't have to be in English. We
Mm.
do our best learning how Google Translate works. We do our best pronunciation wise, but the TTRPG universe isn't only restricted to the language that we happen to know. That's not a fair kind of benchmark either, right? So let us know. We want to learn about the greater European community because we play at close time zones and we're not awake at 2 in the morning anymore.
We are refreshed, moisturized, relaxed, some of us.
And some of those
Sometimes.
things.
Yeah, again, if you tick every box, you deserve a medal.
Yeah. Email me. I want to meet you.
We want
What's it like being refreshed and moisturized and relaxed? Sounds good.
I remember those days.
So which of our games creatives likely has like really moisturized and good skin? Who's going first?
Ooh.
What a segue. What the
Ooh.
hell?
Question. What are we
Great.
committing to?
I feel this is recorded, and so I feel like I have to be really careful about this decision. I think I probably have the most moisturized game design. Don't clip that. Don't clip that.
Disclaimer. All of you are wonderful, amazing
Yes.
people, no matter your skin condition.
Don't clip
You
that.
clearly are a creative, talented person, and you've put out something that makes and brings joy to other people. Thank you.
Yeah, and as long as you're putting on SPF, that's important skincare. The rest
Even
can
through
come
the
in time.
clouds. You can burn through the clouds, as my dad says constantly when we're on holiday.
It's a very ominous thing to say.
Okay.
So
It's getting Cthulhuian. Let's go.
I'm going to switch to Darcy's screen.
Yes, and now we're
All right.
locked in.
Tell us about a game,
Listen.
Darcy.
Everybody knows and loves Nick Monroe Turner, right? Babyface guy, sweetest dude, the most passionate, incredible guy who's working away behind the scenes on this incredible game, Everworld. Everworld by Nick Monroe Taylor, who is based in the UK. My only UK game today, please clap. It's not out yet. Caveat, it's not out yet. But I know Nick has been working away at this for a really long time. Asked us to feature it, was one of the people who got in touch and said, "Oh, talk about my game." I've had it on the list forever. And finally, Nick, we've got here. It's your time to shine, bud. So, what exists currently? There is. I'll tell you about the game before I tell you what there is. It's a hybrid indoor-outdoor game. It is a tabletop role-playing game where you get together with your pals and your GMs and you create a world and you create a character. All very familiar so far. And then the quests that you are given require you, the players, to go into an outdoor space, a natural space, in order to complete the quests that your characters need to do. It is completely unique. I've never heard of anything like this before. I really, really love it. I think it's very much intended to be family friendly, which as a person with 2 small children who I don't need the encouragement to get them outdoors, I need things to give them to do to run around and burn the energy. And I get to sit and say, yes, show me what you've done. Mwah. Beautiful. I'm loving it. The art is very family friendly. It's absolutely adorable. No AI involved. We love to see it. So what there currently exists is character creator. So you can go through and see what the options are available to you. Can we just back up for this hottie, by the way? I don't know what's going on here, but I'm intrigued. She's beautiful and she's got tentacles. Come talk to me. Email me. I want to meet you. We have a dwarf riding a rat. And we have a centaur. Centaurs are always cool. I'm involved. So there's a very simple character creator where you can get to grips with who your characters are going to be. You can start thinking about the world in which they might inhabit. Safety notes baked into a game. We also love to see it. And yet there is also just a very simple sort of introduction to how the game will play, what you will need, how you will set it up, what it is intended to do. I also think there's a really lovely note in here somewhere about like staying safe whilst playing outdoors and how it intends to be accessible as possible. Obviously, some people limited in where they can go, what they have access to, what they can do when they get there. And so I really appreciate that note of like, try and make this as accessible as possible. We're going to, you do so at your tables as well. I'm really excited to see this come together. I know Nick has been playtesting it, I believe. Nick is a very sort of outdoorsy kind of guy and runs outdoor clubs and does like forestry based things. He's an actual elf, I think is what I'm saying. He actually lives in the forest.
I see
He's
that
definitely
energy.
Ranger class,
right?
Definitely.
Moisturized.
I actually was lucky enough to get to be in a little play test quite
No
a while
way!
ago. A really early
Yes!
play test.
Oh,
Nick
tell
was
us about
kind
it.
enough to let me have a go. I
Yeah.
absolutely loved it. It really was sort of like this fantasy little RPG moment. We made our characters, we arrived in this Everworld place, and we found ourselves in a little adventure. Like, there's somebody in trouble, needs our help, great. And then at the end of the session, then it's like, okay, you have your character classes. Each of your classes have a little mission logbook of things you can do in your own time between sessions, get outdoors, do these activities, and your character will get experience and level up and learn new things in the TTRPG based on what you do out in the world. And I just loved it. I mean, this was a very early playtest, so things might have changed since then, but I remember that I picked a kind of a wayfinder type class. So I had things like find an interesting landmark on the map in your local area and walk to it, figure out the route to go there and walk to it. And I was like, this is great. As a dependent person on Google Maps, like I'm gonna use Google Maps to figure out where I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna see if I can walk there on my own.
I love
and I
that.
just think stuff like that, like you said, like especially as someone who has children or has children in your life, that could be a really fun activity to do as a group. Like, let's pick something interesting in like the park that we like to go to. Let's see if you can figure out how to get there, if you can make the route. I just think it's really lovely. Lots, and it kind of, as it advances, it gets like more interesting and more involved tasks to do. I just think it's such a cool idea. And you're right, Darcy, I don't think I've ever come across anything that uses that kind of combination of imagination, sitting down and playing a session, and then let's get out in the physical world and do stuff.
This is it. We've got a question in the chat. Is this a
I was gonna
LARP
say.
game or LARP adjacent? I wouldn't like to make a ruling on it because I think it's a little bit of both. And listen, I'm a bisexual person with ADHD. I ain't never made a decision in my goddamn life, and I'm not going to start now. I wouldn't want to clip that. Put that in the channel trailer next time we make one. I think it's both. I think it's not attempting to be a hybrid though. I like you say, Michelle, that it's very much this section and then this section. It doesn't necessarily like blend, like it's not. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. Do you go around in character when you're out do you have to get dressed up and run around and say,
I don't think you have to, but that sounds delightful.
my kids would. My kids absolutely would. My daughter is 6 and she's constantly like, Mummy, let's play Queens. If I can say, no, be an elf. Go and run through the forest and find some acorns and I'll give you a sweet. I could do this. I recognize I could do this, but Nick has gamified it for me. This is my language.
It's got a structure. It's really cool. I know Nick's been working on this for a really long time. I saw him last month or the month before at the UK Tabletop Industry Network meetup, and he was talking about how it's going. I'm just really excited to see it continuing to come together. It's going to be one to watch for sure. It's a very original idea.
And Megan is in the chat and confirms that he is an elf. So you heard it here first.
There you go. We knew it.
So lovely. That is Everworld, out soon from Nick Monroe Turner. Sorry, I'll take it again. Everworld, out soon from Nick Monroe Turner, who is based in the UK.
Yay!
Next most moisturized creator, go.
I haven't tested anyone's moisture levels, but I will say that we talked about how we love it when people reach out to us and tell us about their games. So I have one to talk about whose creators did exactly that. I would love to tell you about Kalusa, the Enchanted City, by Team Kalusa, based in the Czech Republic. So Jay from Team Kalusa emailed us. Hello, we are making a game. We would love to tell you a little bit about it. Check out if you're interested. And I said, hell yeah, we're interested, Jay. And I clicked through. This is a pre-launch page for the backer kit that they're going to be launching soon for this game. It is system neutral, so it's a setting that you could play with any particular rule system that you like. It is a sandbox city setting, a postmodern fantasy, full of different NPCs to meet, different adventures, different problems to solve, and apparently lots and lots of magical cats. So we love to see that. Look at all of this beautiful artwork of all sorts of different people, different kind of cultural influences, but within a fantasy setting, so it's not trying to map onto any one culture and be appropriative. Different body types. I want to date all of these. These are all dateable, I hope. And it looks really interesting. What's interesting to me actually is that the whole thing already exists in Czech. Everything's been written. What they are currently crowdfunding to do is to translate the whole book into English, and then publish an English language version that has lots and lots of artwork. And the artwork that exists so far is beautiful. They want to make it really colorful and really full of art. So it seems like a really interesting thing to get involved with, to sign up, to follow the updates. If you do sign up, then they already have a 60-page preview document, which I have signed up myself to this back because it looks cool. I downloaded the preview document. It looks incredible. It has some sample NPCs already. It has samples of adventures and story hooks that you might want to use in your game. It says eventually the full book will have like a whole campaign, so you could play a whole campaign arc in this fantasy city in, I don't know, Daggerheart or Forged in the Dark, whatever rules work for you if you like fantasy. It just seems like a great idea for if you have a regular game group and you want to have, I can imagine you could visit this city and pull out some little ideas for sessions and stories to tell, or you could tell a whole campaign within this city. Oh, another thing I thought was so cute, there's magical cats in this world. There's a magical cat generator. So there's like roll tables so you can make your own magical cats to meet. And also some of the cats are scribbled in the book. So there's the rule books and then there's little annotations that are from the cats whenever the cats are mentioned, which that's adorable. We all love cats. We love
Feed
cats
more,
scribbling.
give more food,
More food,
stretch.
please. We're very special. Yeah, the preview already looks so interesting. It has notes on like what are the cultures like in this city, what's the political situation like in this city, what's the class in this city. It says the class system is very stratified by who has the most powerful magic, which is an interesting idea. There's also a section about sensitive topics which might come up in the adventures and how to handle those in a safe way, content warnings, and it says there'll be more guidance on how you can add or remove things that aren't suitable for your game in the full book. So that sounds great. And I do have to just scroll down here to show you another wife. And the disclaimer, no
Wife.
generative AI. Art is human, we love the craft. I love to see it.
Wife.
This is a human-made
Come back,
wife.
wife.
A human-made wife for us to enjoy.
Oh.
I'm really
He's gonna
glad-
lecture me and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
It's gonna be naughty on purpose.
I'm really glad that this team reached out and introduced themselves. If you're making a game and you're based in Europe, anywhere in Europe, please do. Please tell us, hey, I've got a cool game, because I'm probably going to be excited about it. I love the fact that this is something, as somebody who kind of enjoys fantasy aesthetics but isn't super into any of the extant fantasy games, I like the idea of being able to map this onto a system that suits me better. And they've said that they have plans in the future to release supplements that will help you to know how to translate certain things into, for example, Forged in the Dark 5e, if that's your bag, whichever system suits you. So yeah, check it out if you're interested, which I'm sure you are. You should be. It's full of magical cats. Come on now. You can sign up right now to follow the backer kit and get notified when the crowdfunder launched. And if you do that, you'll immediately get the download of the 60-page preview, which is lovely. This is Kalusa, the Enchanted City by Team Kalusa, based in the Czech Republic.
Super duper
It's
cool.
stunning that just the preview document is 60 pages. Like, how big is that final book going to be? That's bonkers.
It's going to be a hefty book.
A heckin' chunk.
Yeah, a heckin' chunk. Oh, I think actually one of the creators is in chat. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for tuning in. And I hope I described your game adequately. I shouted a lot about the cats and how hot everyone is, and that's what matters to me.
I also agree with these priorities. And yeah, it kind of just shows how big the tent is spreading. And that also excites me in a great, fantastic way. Because if more people see their games here, they're like, oh, my game from Malta, my game from Italy, my game from Kosovo also counts. Yes, totally, friends. It totally does. And also big props to the effort for translating, for localizing a game. That is a massive effort that even if you are going to use computer machine learning tools to be faithful to the product and to the art and to the storytelling, you still have to comb it with a human. Very much so.
Absolutely. I think this is why I'm so happy that they're crowdfunding for this, because to do this kind of localization work and to create all this beautiful artwork without using the lying plagiarism machine to do it yourself without generative AI costs money as well as time and effort. So I'm really glad that they're being realistic about their goals here and saying, okay, we want to do this, we want to do it properly. Just really respect that.
Yeah.
And I just noticed it says in there 800 pages is the final product.
That's
Cool.
a big boy.
That's a heckin' chunker.
It'll keep you warm at night.
Yeah.
That's for my workouts. I can do my squats holding the book as like extra weight.
like a tricep check. Oh, I clearly don't have any triceps here.
Mhm.
Anyway, someone who probably does have tricep and at least has a really good jawline is the next thing I'm going to talk about, which is called Ambrosia. Ambrosia is by Red Eyed Rabbit, based in Belgium, as far as I could tell. Um, Ambrosia is a game that I found made in Dutch, and it follows the story. It follows folklore of the Dutch-speaking country, so the Netherlands and like the northern part of Belgium, and includes a lot of folk history from it. From what I see, this is its own game system, and the preview that I saw really lets out a lot of detailed rules. I will say my Dutch is like barely squeaking by a B2, even though I've lived in the Netherlands for a long time. The language of TTRPG is not my most confident, fluent one either. But the preview pages do seem to talk a lot in detail about rules that we can use. And because it's spelled out very clearly, I think it's something that you can get possibly a newcomer to go into, or someone who's looking for something D&D adjacent. And one of the biggest hooks, I think, for going into, don't try the dragon game, try Ambrosia, for example, is that they are listing a lot of local legends and a lot of local histories. The world in which this game takes place in um, immediately quotes specific churches, specific legends, specific houses from specific saints, from specific monks, of specific houses of nobility, of specific, I'm scrolling through the list, of specific writers, of specific aristocrats. And looking at these names, I'm immediately seeing regional specificity, things that are region specific. Uh, de Gouden Eeuw from the Alverlanden. Het Tweede Keizerrijk, de annexie van de Alverlanden. De kerk van Agnonius, de kerkelijke hiërarchie, monniken en monialen. And I'm sure Darcy and Michelle are just politely nodding along, but I think it's very much built to have this familiarity with that Dutch speaking region. The monsters and the fantasy creatures are also very locally inspired. We have local animals, we have local dragons from based on local mythology here. Uh, I see sort of local things like elves, dwarves, cold blooded things, demons, devils. uh it looks really cool, and I'm just really impressed that the game like really honors that sort of specific local lore and really works to bring that to life. Some people might call that niche. I think it really fulfills something that is missing, this hyper local focus, and ergo love and attention and work into these kinds of regions. So I highly encourage you to go check it out. I am on the Drive Through RPG page, where the creator is also very excited about letting you know about the game in Dutch. So you can practice your Dutch as well. I highly encourage you to check out Ambrosia by Red Eye Rabbit, who is based in Belgium.
Is that just a one-person team? Just one guy?
When I checked the publisher website, it looks like there were like other happy
Oh,
helpers around there,
cool, cool,
but
cool.
you always have a kind of a front person, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah. It's like that
Mhm.
looks like a massive undertaking for one person. Like the artwork alone is stunning and detailed, and all of those locations, all of that stuff. That would be a lot.
It
Like-
sounds really rich, really full.
Oh
Right.
shit!
like this
Look
is
at the contents page.
like this is the content
It's a
page.
big boy. It's got a big boy.
We have
Look at
another
that.
200
800 pages.
258 pages. A healthy, growing. Oh my god, that poor parent that birthed the child.
Two bicep curls with
baby.
Ambrosia in one hand and Kalusa in the other. I'm gonna be so hench.
Oh,
Look at
hell
this.
yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I love that it's taking inspiration from sort of local versions, very regional versions of like
Very, very
fantasy
regional.
tropes that we in the English speaking world might be aware of, but like regional versions of that. Sounds really cool.
I think it is very, very cool. So absolutely give that a check out. I wanted to put our clearly defined bone structure friend up here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He's
Absolutely.
been giving Game of Thrones 100%.
He can email me too.
Maybe baddie. Maybe he's a bad guy. I don't know.
That
You
makes
still
Michelle
email
want them
me.
to email her all the more.
In fact, yeah, if he's a bad guy, definitely email me. Let's talk. Let's talk. Ambrosia,
Michelle can
killer
fix
guy.
you. Michelle can fix you.
Michelle
can
will
make you
fix
worse.
you.
All right, beautiful. Is it back to me?
I think
Back
it's
to
back to you.
you.
All
Let's
right.
go. Let's go.
Oop.
Darcy's bringing you 2 solo games next. All the rest of
Wow.
my games are solo games. I got them through RPG Trader is a newish sort of thing that is here and is wonderful for many, many reasons. This game is The Weaver's Doors by Computer Dwarf, who is from France. I have a good memory. And Computer Dwarf submitted this game to RPG Trader, which is one of my new favorite things for this reason. Look at the tags. God, I love a tag. I love to know what categories things fit in. So I can tell you nice and easily this is a science fiction, space opera, casual, atmospheric, character driven, A4 journaling, narrative focused, solo, starship alien game in English. And now I know everything there is to know about this game. But it was submitted as part of the GM list bundle that came out recently and made Darcy go, solo games are also included. I'm not a huge lover of solo games, but these 2 really struck out to me. So, The Weaver's Doors is a solo space exploration game. It is, you're Captain Kirk. You are whatever, I'm not a Star Trek person, okay, whatever Star Trek captain that you enjoy. And you put together a crew and you go out into the universe and you explore. That's it. There's a really simple 3d6 system for generating the next place that you arrive at, the next galaxy or planet or whatever it may be, who you encounter and how they feel about encountering you. And then you figure out how you get out of this problem. You can choose an approach, you can be diplomatic about it, you can go in all phases blazing, and then you roll to see how that works. You deploy your crew members and they help you out. If you have somebody who's particularly skilled in diplomacy, they may help you talk your way out of the situation. And it just seems very sort of straightforward, but very open to lots of different interpretive outcomes, essentially, like a lot of replayability. You're probably never going to get any 2 areas that you visit that are the same. And also, I don't know if this is intentional, but the way that it is written, the way that this game is laid out and communicated, it's just very like I feel like I've been handed captain's like onboarding documents. I feel like I've been told this is how you commit a mission. This is how you do it and this is what we expect in return. It tells you how to write your mission log, which is a lovely lovely little thing. A lovely way to describe how to do a solo game because I'm not a huge fan of them because I don't really know what to do. Like I can make shit up in my head and then like that's good. I made up some stuff in my head.
There's mechs.
There's obviously there's gonna be mechs.
Of course.
But this is like here's how to holds my little baby hand, says Darcy. Here's how to do it. Open a Notion page, obviously. Call it your mission log. Write down your sector designation. Write down your narrative summary. But immediately the way that it's presenting it, I'm already thinking of how I would do that like a military like spaceship commander, right? We encountered so and so. Like the voice is there in my head, so it's excellent at communicating that. I think. And then you report your crew status, and you have failure progression. I'm not drinking, I swear.
It's one of those days.
We're doing it sober, lads, and it's always for the best. So yeah, the objective is to explore as much space as you can until you reach your failure counter, and you have to either limp home or get blown up in space or captured or something, I guess. Or you can go, okay, I've had fun with that. I'm going to go home now and report on what I've seen. So it's got again like a lot of flexibility within the way it does things. It's quite short. It's 7 pages. I think you could have a lot of fun with that. A lot of replayability, like I say, and space and add mechs. Done. Sold. That is The Weaver's Door by Computer Dwarf, who is from France.
Cool.
Get it on RPG Trader. RPG Trader, sponsor us.
They haven't yet, but there's still time.
Good on them for having like a fresh platform that is taking lessons from the existing platforms.
Yes.
That's gonna be hard.
I really like the tagging system on RPG Trader. It has lots of granularity.
You can search.
Autism.
Really kind of make
Shaking hands with you, Michelle. Autism.
Yeah. I also really like the bundles. I had something in the GM list bundle. It's a really nice way of like increasing discoverability because it's a new platform. So it's like, okay, here's a bundle. You can find loads of different people who've got games on here now, and then check them out. So
yep.
Very cool. And this one sounds awesome. It sounds very Darcy coded. I think this could be the thing that converts you to solo games.
I've played a couple. I can get to a point where I can bear playing them, but I mean, you guys know, like, I love the collaborative nature of group games. I love especially a GMless game, which is why I picked up the bundle, because we played GMless games literally on this channel last week. Watch how we do it. Watch how we build off the suggestions that other people put in, and the way that you create something that you couldn't create on your own. I'm not that talented, is what I'm saying, you guys. I'm not that good a storyteller, and I rely on other people completely.
Look, games aren't about talent. Games are about buy-in and having a good time.
No, games are about creating a little guy in your imagination and then torturing him.
I
I
also
remember.
reject the notion
Good
of
point
not
from you.
having talent, because the last game demonstrates like a lot of talent.
I was
That's true.
joking.
That's true.
I'm
Get loved on,
brilliant.
nerd. Also,
Get cherished, dickhead.
speaking of love, thank you, Jen, for gifting a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much for the support. We love you.
We adore you, Jem. Don't bring that quest for queso in here. Don't.
The questo for queso.
Europe is missing
Hungry.
queso.
It's true.
Good luck. Good luck to you, Jen. I'm sure you'll find it if you're committed enough. Okay, shall I tell you one about a game? I also have a solo game.
I don't like games.
Okay, well, I do. Ha! So, suck on that. I have to preface this with my usual disclaimer that we're covering lots of different countries to have different languages. I may mispronounce this, but that I'm sorry. I'm going to do my level best to pronounce the name of this correctly. But I'm going to tell you about Saġġara by Gar Grimshaw, based in Malta. Gar Grimshaw makes lots and lots of small TTRPG games around Maltese culture, heritage, and stories rooted in Malta. And this one really jumped out at me when I had a look at their website. Saġġara, there's not much to show you on the itch page, so I'm just going to show you this beautiful picture of a tree while I talk about it. This is a short lyric game about trees in Malta and their destruction. Lyric game is a term I have seen thrown around. Do I fully understand what it means? No. But I played through this game because it's very short, a solo game, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience. It was very poetic. It was very short. The whole thing is a 14-page PDF, and of that, I think only like 8 to 10 pages are actually the game. You are a tree. You start by deciding what kind of tree you are. You're in the middle of a village and you are a tree. And the game tells you about the villagers who end up passing by the middle of the village and either taking shelter under your branches, or the children who play games around you and asks you questions. So you build out the story of what you, as this tree in the center of the village, are seeing, the people that you meet, the people that you shelter with your branches. And then developers decide to come and redevelop and build a new village. And the game, I will tell you, because it's not a spoiler, this game is about destruction. The game ends with you, the tree, being cut down, and I got genuinely emotional. This game made me sad about the imaginary tree that I was being. This game is inspired by what's happening in Malta with development that is seen as progress and seen as a good thing, and there may be those who argue that it is, but the fact that trees are being destroyed and part of history and nature is being destroyed in that chase for progress. As I said, the whole PDF is not the game. That is because the last few pages are links to news stories and academic articles and sources so that you can learn more about the events in Malta that inspired this game. That is my shit. I'm going to play a game, get sad, and then learn something. Sign me up. Sign me up. I love the ability of games to teach us. We had a lovely chat recently that Ida, you had with Fabian Blake about using game creation to teach about Roma heritage. And it's really lovely to see Gar Grimshaw here using games to teach about Malta and Maltese culture and Maltese heritage and history. I don't know much about Malta as a place, but I learned something from playing this game and clicking on the links, news stories, and also academic references. And yeah, it was just a really, really wonderful experience. I do recommend that you check out Gar Grimshaw and see there's lots of different games. I believe most, if not all of them, are available in English. Certainly this one is. I think many of the others are. And they're all around Malta and teaching you something about Malta from playing the games. And this one in particular, it is available, pay what you want, including free. So if you're interested, you can literally just get it for free right now. I, of course, always advocate that throw creators some money, because it's work to put these things together, especially drawing together references to teach you something. That's work. So it's always good to pay some money if you can. But if you're not in a position to do so, you can still play the game. It is available for free. Pay what you want. That is Saġġara by Gar Grimshaw, who is based in Malta.
That was a roller coaster of a journey. It's 7 pages. You're a tree to education, destruction, and like a reflection of the socioeconomic realities in a country that doesn't always get international spotlight. Games.
It's a lot. Games can be anything.
Yep.
Games can be so many things, and games can be beautiful, and they can hold so much in so few pages of text, and it's an incredible thing.
Not to wail on a joke until it's good and dead, but that really ticks all of our boxes. Like everything that we want to do and that we want to spotlight and uplift, that's all of it. Like location based, emotional, beautiful, but with a real life core, like that reflective mirror of the real world. That is, I'm gonna go play that. That's very, very powerful.
Aw.
Thank you for bringing that one, Michelle. That's wonderful.
That's a great find. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
That is super cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed is a strange word to use because I was very
Yeah.
sad at the end. It's also, I think there's not to go on one of my random tangents,
Let's
but
go.
As someone who's made solo games, sometimes they are kind of embodied under the umbrella of journaling games, because a lot of them, like what you talked about, the Weaver's Doors, you have a mission log and you're writing things out. This game, I just read the document and thought about it in my head, and that's how I played it. I didn't journal anything, I just imagined. I went on a little imagination journey in my mind, which maybe I feel like that's part of lyric games, is they're often kind of thought experimenty, poetical, a little bit loosey-gooseier in that way. And yeah, that was a really nice experience for me, because it didn't require me to have anything really apart from something to read the game off of. I just read it off my phone and sat quietly and played it. And that was a really wonderful experience. So yeah, if you're someone who's like, oh, I want to play solo games, but I don't have time, little small ones like this are a perfect opportunity, I think.
Yeah, because game's good.
Game's good.
I have a game.
What?
I have a game, and I realized when I gave you the translation earlier, but in the pre-call, I translated it word for word, and I was like, that's not a good translation. But first, let me tell you about Perros Sin Dios by Otto Garay, who is based in Spain. I should give the translation more properly as Godless Dogs. It is a game about mercenaries who want to find peace. So they are the dogs, the dastardly dogs in this instance. They experience a long life of brutality and violence, of lies at their own hands that they've been responsible for and they've perpetrated. But now it's time to try to turn the other coin, for themselves, for a greater society. Who knows? But who's going to believe someone with like blood-soaked hands? So the game is about you growing. It is about coming to terms with the like brutal violence and the cost of human tragedy that the character brings to world. This is also sort of a setting you can also apply to any other games as well. And what I found really interesting is that there is a mechanic to level up. Leveling up makes you stronger, more capable, but only to kill. What do you do with strength, with raw physical power? Oftentimes it's to inflict violence to other people. If I imagine another game I'm playing, leveling up means able to have more abilities, and those abilities are often manifested against someone else. So this game actually suggests you can level up, but what are you leveling up for? Don't fall into the trap of just more power, more power, more power. Consider the other side. Find companionship. Save yourself, because all the bad things that you did in your mercenary past life are going to come to bite you in the ass now. And you kind of have to just escape, whether you're forgiven or not, from that bloodied world. And it is a pay what you want game. I am loving the arts and I am loving the vibes. If you can read Spanish, the primary sentence in this whole wall of text says, I don't want to die, 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 I don't want to die. Tears must be held back. I don't want to die, I want to die, I want to die. Been walking for 3 days. I don't want to die, I don't want to die. So it's going to be this kind of heavier emotional game. And the author does immediately warn you that this game will have content warnings of horror, of death, of graphic, can have graphic violence. So you sort of told in advance, like, hey, this is going to happen. Have safety tools, have that conversation, what that it's going to be about. Um, I think this is an incredibly interesting thing, can be applied to. This is a picture of what looks like to be World War One, or that sort of 19th century, early 20th century warfare. So you can transport it into fantasy mercenary worlds, more historically applicable ones as well. And you sort of see where we have glorified violence and where that takes us and what it takes to break that cycle. And that's a really cool thought experiment as well. So I highly encourage you to check it out, the game, if you are able to read in Spanish as well. I don't know off the top of my head if there is an English version. A lot of itch.io games where I found it can also have English language games. But if you have a Spanish speaking friend, ask them about it, and maybe they can do you a favor and try to sort of run like vibes about it for you in language of your choosing. Or, get out the old Duolingo abusive owl friends and give it a try.
The owl is pro AI. Fuck the owl.
Okay, fuck the owl then.
Other language learning services
Yeah.
are available.
Yeah.
The library.
Go to the library.
Go to the
Read a book, nerd.
It says read a book.
Read this book. Read this book, Perros Sin Dios, un juego de rol sobre mercenarios buscando paz, by Otto Garay from Spain.
That is such a beautiful concept. I think, we talk a lot in TTRPGs about how the roots are in wargaming, and the first examples were all about fighting and killing. And there's obviously been a huge move towards, like, games don't have to be about violence. They can be about anything. I like that this is a game that is about violence. It's like, no, let's really talk about this. This is a game about violence. Leveling up makes you better at violence. What does that mean for you? I think that's a fascinating way of using sort of what we think of as traditional old-fashioned game mechanics to ask a very different type of question.
It's definitely not the game I thought it was going to be when Ida gave us the incorrect translation at the top. Oh, not the incorrect, but the literal.
Yeah, I was like, dogs without God. And I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, no.
I was like, is it the
Godless
flip
dogs.
coin of the Devil's Dandy Dogs? Is it like after that campaign you abandon Lucifer or whatever? I was like, that's not what I was expecting, but that's yeah. Let's talk about real shit through games, guys. It's very, very powerful.
I think we're going to continue on that trend.
We absolutely are. Look, we're strident, motherfuckers. We brought you in with games, and now we're here to brainwash you with leftist bullshit.
Oh, no.
Not again!
We have to be snowflakes because global warming, we won't exist anymore.
Too fucking hot, you guys. Play these games while you can. And rise up! Fucking Rise Up is a journaling TTRPG of insurrection and resistance and change by Oddplan, who are based in Italy, I believe, but this is an English language version. Rise Up is a game about a factory which is closed down by the overlords, by the capitalists. An email sent in the dead of night shatters the lives of an entire community. The factory will close. You do not want it to. Do you roll over? Do you give in? Or do you occupy the factory and try and hold out for one entire calendar year? That part. That's what you do. You all occupy the factory. You refuse to let your jobs go. You refuse to let your community die. And the way that the game is structured is you get 12 prompts. So you're going to journal the events of this factory over the course of one calendar year and see how you change, how the factory changes, how your hometown changes, and whether you're able to hold out, basically. It's a chunkier game than I was expecting after going from a 7-page solo RPG. This one seems like it's got quite a lot to it. I think a lot of this, the back third, is kind of the prompts, things that happen. So you've got your disasters, students arrive, national demonstrations, you get to have a negotiation. There's a whole ream of socio-political factors that the writers are obviously very aware of and bring into the game. And yeah, it's again a solo journaling game, but I don't think there's any kind of structure given as to how you should present this. I'm sure there's a way that you could present it like a log, like a diary. My head is immediately going, you could do it me, and I'm desperate for a podcast. Do like radio broadcast, do like citizens radio of like, here we are, we're holding out, spread your message of resistance to the rest of your country, rest of your rest of the world. Fuck it. It's based in the art made me think that it was like quite I was thinking Italy, so I was thinking like earlier 20th century, but it was sent in, like, canonically, you've been told in an email, so take it to the modern day if that's what you want to do. I'm sure you could adapt it and play it in a previous time period. But yeah, I think you could do a lot with it. You could write updates, you could log, you could journal, you could create a newspaper, or you could just sit and think about a tree if that's your jam, like Michelle. Any game that includes the phrase "another world is possible," I'm there. I'm like right fucking there, because games can change the world, and maybe it's only a small world, maybe it's just your world and your outlook, but it is absolutely definitely possible. Get brainwashed, get leftists, get radicalized.
Wash
Play
your own
games.
brain.
Wash
Really
your
had that-
friends' brain. Come on, community action. Wash your friends' brains.
Get together. Everyone can wash each other's brains together.
Did you ever do that when you were a kid and you'd sit in a circle with all the other girls and like do each other's hair and do braid? Oh, it was so nice.
Yeah.
Do that, but with brain.
But open up your head and massage the brains.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful image.
Yeah.
No, this sounds really cool. This
Right.
sounds great. You know, it's true. Like, games can be a mechanism by which we can imagine better worlds. And the fact that this game's just coming out and saying it, do that. Hey, play
Yeah.
this and do that.
Yeah.
What a
Absolutely.
great call to action. Love it.
Excellent. Change the world. Play games.
Play games. Not going to change too much. I'm going to stay in Italy with another
Oh.
game. This game, I believe, was also in that same GM-less bundle that we talked about earlier. So we're back on lovely RPG Trader, and I'm going to tell you about Tragedy of Power.
Ah, yes.
Ooh.
Tragedy of Power is by Ren Plaything, Ren like the bird _Plaything, who is from Italy. This is a very short solo game, or you can play it GM-less. I just knocked something over. Everything's fine.
Clip it. Clip it. Add it in the end of the compilation of me doing it.
I said GM-less and I swept my hand and knocked half my desk over. That's fine. It can be played solo or as a group, GM-less. The game itself is very little. It's an 8-page zine. As someone who makes 8-page zines a lot, I love these things. A little game you can print out in 8 pages and fold on a single sheet of A4 into a little tiny little game. This, as the name suggests, is a game all about power and the cost it has. So essentially, to play this game, you are going to tell the story of one character who gains access to great power through a cursed object. And the gameplay is basically your willpower versus the curse to see whether you can overcome it by making connections to things that you value and hold dear, or if the curse will take those things from you and you will succumb to this curse. The gameplay loop is pretty simple. You have a die that represents the curse and a die that represents your willpower, and you roll against them. And you have a list of things that you hold dear. So these can be values that are important to you. They can be physical objects. They can be connections to people. And if the curse die wins out, you're going to lose something. And if the willpower die wins out, you're going to gain something new. And it kind of borrows a bit from Never Stop Blowing Up almost. If you roll a 6 on your d6, that die becomes a d8. But if you roll a 1, the die goes back down. So there's all of this give and take thing going on, which I really think is a really fascinating idea for a game. And yeah, this is essentially it. It's just you telling the story of this one person and thinking of the things that they would be able to find in the world through their willpower that would give them a stronger connection to the world, and the things which losing would make them get further and further falling into this curse. And in the end, you might lose them, or you might be able to help them break free. And that's really all it is. A simple idea, but I think quite a clever mechanic, actually, the way it uses dice and how the mechanics reflect the themes. That's my shit. I love game design where the way that the dice and the mechanics are used are reflective of what's actually happening in the narrative. Is really cool. Your dice are getting bigger and more powerful as you do, or as the curse does, as the case may be. This game is made by an Italian person. I believe it's available in both Italian and English. And it is also another pay what you decide game. So if you can, throw them some pennies. The creator has said, I don't need more than honest feedback, but if you want to tip me, I'll buy more games. So I love that. They're saying, hey, if you like it, then put more money. Another one of that £5 bill that we all just pass around over here in TTRPG world. They'll pass on the love to someone else if you decide to tip them, which is a wonderful thing. They've also mentioned that this game was inspired by a game called Sword Poem. So if this sounds like your jam, they've also provided a link, which we love. We love to see the community mindedness. We love to see people saying, if you like this, check out this too. Here's my inspirations. Here are my influences. They said that they loved Sword Poem, but they wanted something that would give the character some chance to survive. So as a great lover of play to lose games, I also like the idea that this is a game where there's that tension of like, you may lose, but you may be able to win. Let's see what happens. I think it looks really cool. That's Tragedy of Power by Ren Plaything from Italy.
Miss, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I make it about mechs?
I mean, you can make it about anything. The rules are very light in terms of when this is. I mean, the artwork here gives me a kind of like a king in a forgotten kingdom kind of vibe, but there's nothing in the book that that says it has to be that. I've read through it. It just says make a character, make a list of the things they hold dear. Think about what the thing is that gave them this power and this curse. It could be about mechs. Oh no, Darcy's got ideas.
Make it about mechs.
Everything can be about mechs if you try hard enough.
Everything is about mechs.
Is your house a mech?
I have done this panel and you have to pay me to continue to talk about it. I'm sorry. My expertise has been trained.
Recommend checking out the Is This a Mech? A classic panel from the EUphoria archives that's a little bit less academic than most of our panels, but no less valuable.
Talking about, how dare you?
It got existential by the end, for sure.
We answered
Sounds academic.
I think we solved the entire problem and nobody needs to discuss it anymore.
Well, there you go.
Go and find out what the answer was.
Cool. All right, me?
You.
Okay, I'm going to wait to switch the screen because the next game I have is introduced.
Warnings.
It's
for birds.
It's introduced as a horror game, a hacker slasher game that is based in the trope of you go to a cabin in the woods with your friends, and then the electricity goes out, and you're wondering what's there, and then you see this creepy shadow in your window, and then you hear that tick 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 on the glass pane, and then someone screams, and they turn around. And what was it? The attack of the AUTRUCHES synthétiques. My French is non-existent.
It's not in French.
It's not in French.
Do you think that's what French is? You just say things like this.
I have been on Google Translate listening to the read back, okay? That is my best approximation of it.
Someone clip it, please.
Jen, our son, help me, please. No. The Attack of the Synthetic Ostriches by Enchanted, who is based in France, is a game about cartoony horror done by ostriches. So this game is clearly all in French, and my Google Translate did a lot of work. It is from what I could read, it is a game that doesn't require any sort of prep, and basically jumps off that premise that you are a group of survivors in a cabin in woods surrounded by killer ostriches. And together you sort of create that cartoon movie slasher. And you take turns describing how you try to survive, but ultimately end up dying to the synthetic ostriches. There are various roles you can take on. Are you the babysitter? Are you the corporate? Are you the fisher? Are you the farmer? I don't know how much to get into about comedy slasher game about killer ostriches. What is there really need to say more about
Listen,
that.
believe it or not, Halloween is coming up. I've seen people looking for requests for Halloween games. I recommended some to Fabian the other day. I'm gonna go back into his DM and be like, fucking synthetic ostriches. These synthetic ostriches. Go get the.
It looks.
Well
I
done.
love this cover art. This like pulp novel nonsense.
Just look at it. Look at the ostriches on the roof causing the murder.
Oh, it's so good. Our friend Asan is in chat saying
I'm so
that he's
sorry.
met the designer.
I
And it says that he's a very nice person, and Asan's actually played this game once. at con,
perfect
so.
because I did see this on Blue Sky and I saw the cover and I was like, "What the f? I must know more about this game." And here it is. Materials to play, how to create your own characters, what you need to play. It looks at the 2d6 system, how to create your character, some characters you can roll into as well. I cannot parse this right now in the moment for you, but it was worth opening Google Translate, just going, what the heck is this game about? It's about killer synthetic ostriches killing you in an abandoned wooden cabin.
I love it.
Incredible.
This reminds me of. I'm gonna completely garble this story. Have you ever heard of the Emu War?
Yes.
I believe
No.
I believe it was in Australia.
Yes,
Or
yes.
where they would like people decided to try and drive emus off of this land, and ultimately the emus won. And I really think that this is. I think that the synthetic ostriches surely must win if we are attacked by them. Have you seen those guys? They're big boys. They run fast.
They're
Strong legs.
huge. I mean, these people on the cover are terrified, as will you be. The only thing scarier is this is Ida's attempt at pronunciation. I'm so sorry, Jen. I'm so sorry, our son, and I'm so sorry, our creators. But if you were intrigued like I am, absolutely check out The Attack of the Autriche Synthétique by Guillaume Gentet, based in France.
I think you nailed it.
Beautiful.
This is special. We
It's been
went from
clipped.
saving the world to it's been clipped, of course it's been clipped. We went from saving the world to philosophical looking inside yourselves, questioning societal norms, where capitalism is taking us, to killer ostriches.
And speaking perfect fluent French.
Look, we already did our disclaimers about this little languages flying around today. I personally think that it was perfect, and my first name is French, so I have the authority to tell you.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's how that works. Anyone French in chat will back me up.
Jen says you read it how they wrote it, so you're good. You're clear.
There you go. Very true.
All right, I'm going to just put it back. We're out of games for today, right?
For today, God, yeah, but there's a whole spreadsheet full, and we want more. The spreadsheet cannot run out. The curse will be broken. No, the curse will be enacted if the spreadsheet ever runs out. So please, 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 if you know these people, if you know people who should be telling us about their games, or you know games that we should be talking about, please, please let us know about them. You can drop into our Discord and yell, "Mods, I have a game!" Or you can don't drop into our DMs on Blue Sky because fuck that.
You can drop and I will read them because I'm not in the UK.
If you specifically want Ida to read them, then she can.
I don't want you to call me mods. You can tell. You can call. You can say Michelle. Here's a game. Oh, you can email EUphoriaActualPlay@gmail.com. There you go, and you can say, "Hi, I'm a game creator. Here's a game that I've made. I'm based in Europe." That's literally the only criteria we have for these. Cool game based in Europe. Even things. If it's a module for Dragon Game, we'll talk about it. If it's cool. And it has something cool and interesting and different to say. We want to see about cool games. We want to see indie games.
Not made by anything AI, touching AI.
No generative AI. We don't want it. We want your brain and your creativity. That's what we're excited about.
Brain.
Because only killer ostriches can come out of
AI could
a
never.
human.
That's it. I want synthetic ostriches, not synthetic thoughts. Okay.
that there we go. That's what.
Boom, mic drop. Let's go. Let me knock something else off my desk. Yeah, no, this is great. I've enjoyed hearing about all these other ones that you two have brought. Thank you. I'm looking forward to looking at some of these.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play some of those. I'm gonna play some solo games. What the heck? Who have I become?
Yeah, I don't know. Someone with introspection in your heart, I suppose.
And I will say something that I should have been doing, but I have lapsed because squirrel something shiny is that when we talk about these games, especially when I download a community copy or to pay what you want, I should at the very least leave a comment. And everyone else,
review.
if you are also taking advantage of the wonderful pay what you want modules, and you can't give anything, or you claim a community game. At the very least, do leave a comment, do leave a review with like all the stars, all the thumbs up, and everything, because that helps visibility for those creatives and can attract the attention of other people who might have deeper pockets and will like load more as well. So uh, you are giving something back when you say, "Hey, I played your game. It seemed really interesting. EUphoria sent me, and I had a great time. Thanks for offering your game." So it helps with visibility, and you've given them happy, good feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And they deserved it because you did enjoy their game and you got it for free. How cool are they? I should do this. Ida has been like really lapsing in this. So I'm just saying out loud for accountability. I will do this soon.
Yeah, no,
This
100%.
month.
RPG Trader has a recommend this product button that appears once you've downloaded something. Thank you for reminding me. I just clicked it on one of the games that I've talked about. Itch.io has, you can leave comments, you can also leave ratings, and they're really, really helpful. It's such an easy thing to do. It's easy to forget because often you get the game and then you look at the game, you play the game, and you're like, that was great, and you forget about going back. So it's a really nice reminder. Thank you, Ida, to go and share that love, because it's a wonderful thing that there's so many games out there, but it can mean that when you're a creator, you wonder if anyone's actually finding your stuff. And having that, I can't tell you how happy it makes me when somebody does that little rating and just writes like, "This is good." It doesn't have to be anything. You can just be like, "Oh, I read this," or "I played this, it was good," and I'm like,
There was a meme going around recently of somebody who was just going around the occasional game and just leaving a review that said, "It's good." And people were like, "Yes, I got this person to give me their famed review." It's like a gold medal to achieve that. Just, it's good.
Do that. Do
that
that.
means
friends.
a lot. It does a lot. Because it means that a person looked at something you made, and that's really all any of us who make stuff want.
We all just crave validation. That's all we're here for.
And you may have given that validation in the moment of enjoying the game and talking to friends about the game, but we recognize it is a lot of hoops to make a count, to click, to type, to spell check, go back, forget, copy paste it into Notepad, flash it out, paste it back in, have a panic attack about pressing enter, have lunch, maybe press enter then. I'm not saying that to like be like a trite or like judgy, because that is literally how I approach leaving content or interacting on the internet. So I see you. It's all good.
Pinpanan9 is the fabled giver of good ratings. But also McNancy says the worst thing is just a blank 3-star review. Yeah, if you're gonna do itch reviews, like ratings, do a 5-star rating or don't do anything. It's not helpful. It's not nice.
No, if you didn't like it, move on. It's fine.
Move on. It's not for
be
you.
motivated by the things that bring you joy, especially in this community.
You know what? I will say
it's not for you.
That's correct. But I will also say, if you catch someone like blatantly using Gen AI or something,
God,
like, you know what? Yeah, flood it. No, leave your don't flood it. That is inappropriate to say. Leave an appropriately justifiable objective review that Gen AI is garbage.
Say, hey, this is Gen AI and I don't like that. There you go. No harm done. No attacking anybody. No brigading. Just be honest. But really, if you like something, give it 5 or don't. 3 stars, I agree, is the worst. 3 is the worst. What do you mean 3?
It means mediocre. That's what it means, and that's
mediocrity.
The worst
is
insult.
nothing. You were motivated enough to come here. It was better, or it was worse than 3. If you were motivated enough to come back and leave a review.
I'm also wondering, like, cultural differences, because in the Netherlands, you don't give full marks for anything. The full, it was great, perfect, excellent, that sort of notion doesn't exist even at the academic level, where the highest grade is a 10. People don't get 10s. You can have a math quiz or something that says 5 + 5 is 10, but you won't get a perfect 10. You get a 9, or no, you'd get an 8. The teacher's pet maybe gets a 9.
Dutch people, just relax, okay? Just enjoy things. Just enjoy things.
It's fine. This is a very different situation. This isn't like a theatre critic. You're not writing for The Guardian here, where like, oh, it wasn't quite 5 stars, it wasn't perfect. This is you boosting this game in the algorithm or suppressing it on purpose by giving it anything less than 5. That's how that works. This is about computer says good or computer says not worth pushing. So help people out. Give them 5. It's not about you being freaking Mr. Goodreads. You don't have to put on your big analysis hat. Save it for your blog. That's great. Critical analysis of games is a wonderful thing if that's what you want to do. But if you're going onto that person's playground, their shop page, and leaving a review, be supportive, or just don't do it. Go somewhere else.
That's why I
write
like.
what you like on your blog. It's fine.
I like that RPG Trader just has would you recommend? Like that. Is it good? Yes, thumbs up, done. That's so much clearer. I love that.
We love it. And if you like EUphoria, definitely give us thumbs where you can. And you can do that by following us on our socials, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, here on Twitch. If you have a Prime subscription, for example, you can toss us a subscription here on Twitch at no extra cost to you. We have a Patreon. If you have any extra scents or shells hidden in the back of your couch cushions, where Michelle writes amazing newsletters where we give sneak peeks, where we give bloopers of projects coming up, and we let people early know about cool stuff in the pipeline. Helps us out a lot as well. But you engaging with us, interacting with us, being part of our cool community, and just like lending your wonderful, positive, supportive energies and surrounding all of us with that is actively doing that is a wonderful way to give back to. So thanks for that too.
Yeah, thanks for being friends. Thanks for supporting what we're trying to do here by showing up, and go share that love with all of these wonderful game creators, and share the love if you know someone we haven't featured before and you're like, they make great games. Let us know about them, or even better, tell them, hey, you should say hi to these guys.
Just send an email, say hi.
Yeah, and come hang out in our Discord if you like. If you join the Patreon and the Discord, you get the super secret special Patreon Discord channel where we post things like Ida's potato photo shoot, a real thing that happened.
It's a photo of me holding up what looks to the uninitiated like rocks. But there's a story. It's a TTRPG story.
I thought they were mushrooms. The first time I saw them, I thought they were mushrooms.
They're mushroom looking.
Still throw them in a soup. I'd still enjoy it.
Yeah. It's great.
As
and if
Jen
you join
says,
the Discord,
there's no such thing as a 1 rating in queso unless the bowl is empty. That's how I feel about games.
So that's really inspiring, Jen. If you join the Discord, you may be privy to Jen's continuing mission to find queso in Europe, and I wish them all the best in that mission.
No, isn't just raclette. Just go and get raclette. Is that not the same thing?
Not the same.
I'm gonna be so real. I don't know what queso is.
Oh
god, the Texans are gonna come for me.
Let me put it this way: raclette is beautiful, gourmet, history, traditional. As an American and as a Latin person, queso is none of those things. The fact that I'm saying queso like an American, not queso, means it's special to those that enjoy it. That's the most diplomatic thing I will say about it.
From the country that brought you Cheese Whiz, like
I've actually had that review myself.
Okay, that's the stream, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for following us on YouTube. Have a great rest of your evening, day, week, wherever you are. Game's good. Any final words?
Game's good. Cheese good in all its forms.
Go and wash each other's brains.
Cheese good in all its forms. Bye. We love you. Bye.